morning students. My name is Professor P.B. Ingde and currently I am working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, P.R. Pote Patil College of Engineering and Management, Amravati. So what is boys and girls? In our previous two lectures, lecture number 1 and lecture number 2, what is we discuss? We discuss the some introduction of heat transfers, and we know that the heat transfer is done by three mode of heat transfer. What are these mode of heat transfer? Conduction, convection and radiations. So these are the three mode of heat transfer, and this introduction of all this definition we have already learned in our previous two lectures, lecture number 1 and lecture number 2. So today we have to engage the lecture number 3. Today our lecture number is 3rd. So today the lecture number is 3rd. Lecture number is 3rd. Okay. So what is our today's topic? Our today's topic is Fourier's law of heat conductions. Is from the name you have to getting the idea. Means what is the boys here? This Fourier's law. Okay, this Fourier's law is only consider now for conductions, and we know the definition of this conduction in our previous lecture. We know that what is the conduction? The migrations of a particle not theirs. Okay, not migration of particles in a medium. We know that in a medium, this is nothing but the conduction definitions. Okay, so this Fourier's law is applicable for conduction. What is the statement of this Fourier's law? So see here what is the statements. Let's we read this. The rate of flow of a heat, what is the rate of flow of a heat through a simple homogeneous solid is directly proportional to the area of a section right angles to the direction of a heat flow. Means here what is we consider, student? Let's we consider the one body. Suppose I draw this body. Look at that body. Okay, this body I draw here. This is the direction of a heat flow Q across this body. Okay, what is this distance? This distance is dx. Okay, so what is the statement? The rate of heat flow, means I write down here mathematics, this Q, the rate of heat flow is directly proportional to the area. Means this body, if you consider this body in 3D diagram, suppose I draw in 3D diagram in this way, students, like that. Okay, means this is the Q which is transfer, and where is the area? A is the area of this body. Okay, and suppose we consider this is the thickness dx. So rate of heat through a simple homogeneous solid, we have to require a solid homogeneous. This is a homogeneous, means it is made by only one single material. Single material is used for the construction of the body. That's why it is called as the homogeneous. Is directly proportional to the area of the section. Means this A is nothing but the area of a sections. I write down here A means nothing but the area of a sections, and what is the unit? In meter squares. Okay, to the direction of a heat flow. In this direction means this is the area of a section. If you cutting this much area, okay, this is the area, so is directly proportional. And another is what is, and to change the temperature with respect to the length of the path of a heat flow. And to change the temperature, suppose there is a temperature initial is T1, okay, and suppose another temperature is here, this is the temperature is T2. The graph is like that. Yes or no? Yes. To change the temperature with respect to the length of the path of a heat flow, and what is the length we show, dx, means what is, I am write down here dt upon dx. Suppose this is the equation number 1. This is the mathematical statements of the Fourier's law. Means this q is what is, I write down the whereas this q is nothing but what is, it is a heat flow, it is a heat flow in a heat flow through a body, okay, per unit time, okay. So we know the unit of heat is what is joule, time is what is in second. So what is we get here, q is equal to the joule per second, and joule per second is nothing but the what is, watt. So what is the unit is watt. So this q is nothing but in joule per second is watt per unit time. We know the area means complete the cross sectional area of this body. We write down here A. Once again, A means the area, okay, A means surface area of a heat flow, surface area of heat flow. Write down, yes. Then after that, here another property we can observe here, boys. Which property? This dt. So this dt is nothing but the what is, it is a temperature difference. Which temperature difference? This T1 and T2. So what is considered temperature difference of the faces of a block or body or homogeneous solid of a thickness dx through which heat flow. Means this dt is nothing but the temperature difference. From which temperature difference? From this to this, T1 to T2 of this face. Suppose this side is, suppose if you consider here in 3D, suppose this is a T1, so there is a what is, there is a temperature is here T2, like that. So this is the temperature difference, temperature difference. Yes or no? Yes. Then another, boys, which property we have to show there? Another is what is dx. So dx is nothing but what is, thickness, what is thickness of a body, This figure is considered, this dx is nothing but the thickness of this body, okay. And we know that what is the unit? The unit is, this is in meters, okay. So in next slide we'll focus here. So what is our statement? Our statement is Fourier's law is Q is equal to, what is the statement? Q is directly proportional to A upon dt upon dx. This is our equation number 1. So what is here we getting after solving? Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dx. Suppose this is my equation number 2. So why use your minus sign? If you observe in this figure, this diagram, okay, minus, we have to write down the minus sign there. Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dx. So why minus sign there? See, why there is a minus sign? Because here, look at, okay, I explain. I draw this figure is here also, boys, for your better understanding point of view. This is our temperature T1 and this is our temperature is T2. And what is the thickness? The thickness is dx. And what is the graph? The graph is like that, okay. And this is the heat flow is Q. So here is what is, we know that after getting this equation minus, so why mention the minus here? Because this negative sign, the negative sign, okay, negative sign indicates the heat flow is along the decreasing temperatures. The heat flow is along the decreasing temperature along with the increase the thickness or direction of a heat flow. Means what is here, boys? When the heat is flow, so this thickness is continuously increases. So when this thickness is continuously increases, what happens? The temperature also decreases from T1 to T2. That's why we can use their negative signs. Is from this explain what is, I can say that the negative sign is to take care of a decreasing temperature along with the direction of increasing thickness or the direction of a heat flow, okay. Then after that here, boys, one more term we got here, this K. So this K is nothing but what is thermal conductivity, thermal conductivity of material. Means the heat flow is depend upon this thermal conductivity, and which is very IMP. This point we will discuss in our next lectures, okay. So K is nothing but the thermal conductivity of these materials, and this Q is depends upon on this Q, this area, temperature difference and dx also. Then apart from this, we here is another word, this dt is nothing but the temperature difference, and this dt by dx, this term dt by dx is what is, it is always negative. This dt by dx is always negative along a positive x directions. यस और नो? यस। मतलब ये जो टर्म है बच्चों dt बाई डी एक्स, ये हमेशा कैसे रहेंगी? निगेटिव रहेंगी। लेकिन कौन से डायरेक्शन में? अलॉन्ग द पॉजिटिव एक्स डायरेक्शन, क्योंकि ये हमारी कौन सी डायरेक्शन है? पॉजिटिव एक्स डायरेक्शन। और dt बाई डी एक्स हमेशा हमारा क्या रहेगा? निगेटिव। तो फिर मुझे बताइए कि q क्या मिलेगा हमारे को? q हमारे को मिलेगा पॉजिटिव q, क्योंकि देखिए माइनस के ए, और dt बाई डी एक्स क्या है? हमेशा निगेटिव। dt by dx is negative, so what is the value of the q? The q becomes a positive always along the x directions. If you consider the q along this x direction, so this q is always positive. Do you understand this meaning? Yes. So this is the simple explanation about the Fourier's law. So what is we got here? We got the three terms we understand from this Fourier law. This thermal conductivity, what is we clear? We clear here this thermal conductivity, then this why this q is positive, why this term is negative. Okay, so these are the three terms is clear from the Fourier's law. And from this diagram, from this explanation, from this law, we have to understand the complete statement of this Fourier's law here from this diagram, what type of the diagram I draw here, what type of the diagram I draw here. Okay, so boys, you always you should know this equation. It is very IMP regarding the exam point of view and regarding the numerical solving. Now after that there are some assumptions. So look at this assumption, boys and girls. So let's one by one we discuss these assumptions. So first assumptions regarding the Fourier's law. So what is? Conduction of a heat takes place under a steady state conditions. If you suppose I draw the diagram here. Okay, this diagram. This is the heat flow Q. The thickness is what is? The thickness is dx, and temperature is what is? T1, and this is the temperature is T2. In 3D is like that, in such a way that, yes or no? Yes. So here the conduction of a heat takes place under a steady state condition. This steady state condition means the property of a system does not change with respect to time. Means along with the time all the properties of this body is, it should be remains constant. Means what is we can say, the dx is not change, मतलब इसकी लेंथ चेंज नहीं होनी चाहिए, इसकी थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी चेंज नहीं होनी चाहिए, मतलब ये हमेशा क्या रहना चाहिए? कांस्टेंट. ये हमारा पहला पॉइंट हो गया. सेकंड देखिए, द हीट फ्लो इज यूनिडायरेक्शनल. मतलब हीट जो फ्लो होना चाहिए बच्चों, वो सिर्फ एक ही डायरेक्शन में फ्लो होना चाहिए. मीन्स अलॉन्ग ओनली द एक्स डायरेक्शन, और इट में बी वाई डायरेक्शन, और इट में बी इन जेड. मतलब एट ए टाइम ये तीनों डायरेक्शन में फ्लो नहीं होना चाहिए, वो सिर्फ एक ही डायरेक्शन में फ्लो होना चाहिए. एक तो क्यू एक्स, या फिर क्यू वाई, या फिर क्यू जेड. अनदर पॉइंट इज व्हाट इज द टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट इज कांस्टेंट एंड टेम्परेचर प्रोफाइल इज लीनियर. मतलब यहाँ पे हमको जो ये ग्राफ मिला था, तो ये जो ग्राफ है ये कैसा होना चाहिए बच्चों? लीनियर. द टेम्परेचर प्रोफाइल इज शुड बी लीनियर एंड टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट इज आल्सो कांस्टेंट्स. मीन्स द टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट मीन्स नथिंग बट व्हाट इज dt by dx. This term it should be a constant term is here. Okay. Then another fourth number point, what is we observed here? There is no internal heat generations. Means whenever the heat is flow through this body, if you consider here, whenever the heat is flow through the body, so there is no any internal heat generations. It should be avoided here. There is no any heat generation inside the body. The value of the Q is always 0 is here. Yes or no? Yes. Then fifth number point is, boys and girls, there's what is the fifth number point? The material is homogeneous. Means what is here? Whatever the value of the material we have to use here, the material is used here. This material it should be constants. Means this is our sixth number point. The materials is a homogeneous, and another it is a isotropic. The value means isotropic. The thermal conductivity is always constant in all directions. Means there is a no change in thermal conductivity. Thermal conductivity is always, it should be a constant value is required theirs. Means this thermal conductivity means if you consider in anywhere, so this thermal conductivity it should be constants. Okay. So these are the points we have to required here for this better understandings. Now this some essential features of the Fourier's law. So what is here in features, boys and girls? In features, these features I draw. So regarding the features, what is here we can require? So it is applicable to all matter, may be solid, liquid or gas. Means this Fourier's law is used for solid, comma liquid and comma gas. It is applicable to all the things solid, liquid and gas. Second point is here, what is it is based on experimental evidence and cannot be derived from first principle. Means we know the equation, what is Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dx. Means it is only depends upon a mathematical calculation. Experimental what we do here means every time we required here some experiment. Without experiment we cannot determine any values. Third point, what is it is a vector expression indicating that the heat flow rate is in the direction of a decreasing temperature and normal to the isotherm. Means we know that this is the Q. This Q is always perpendicular with this walls, and these are the temperature is T1 and T2, right? Yes or no? Yes. So what is here, the heat flow is perpendicular to this isotherm. This is the isotherm. Isotherm means the temperature should be constant there and normal to the isotherm. यहाँ पे आप देखेंगे ये Q इसको क्या है बच्चों, परपेंडिकुलर है, और इसी के साथ में ये क्या है, एक वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है. मीन्स Q इज इक्वल टू माइनस Ka dt बाय dx. means Q is nothing but the vector quantity. Why vector? Because it has some magnitude and directions. Which direction? Along this x direction we have to consider in this equations or in this figure. Now another fourth point, what is it help to define the thermal conductivity K, or another name is transport property of a medium through which heat is conducted. Means from this equation, from this what is we get the value of the thermal conductivity. I am write down here Ka is equal to Q upon A into dt by dx. So we getting the value of the thermal conductivity here. So from Fourier law what is we getting the thermal conductivity. Okay, means we can define the thermal conductivity. So this is in next lecture we have to discuss all these points. Okay boys, so we clear all the points what is required in Fourier's law. So I stop here. If you like my videos, my lectures, so please share my videos with your friends, with your teacher, and please subscribe my YouTube channel to press the bell icon buttons. So stay at home, stay safe. Thank you very much.